Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Jake Wood. We're here to promote the All-British Super Welterweight contest between Sam Eggington and Ashley Theophane, presented by Mick Hennessy for Hennessy Sports in association with Ladbrokes, Infinitum, Newman and Everlast. This bout is being staged behind closed doors at the fly-by-night purpose-built TV production facility in Redditch. The fight is this Friday night, the 11th of December, over 12 rounds at Super Welterweight, and free to view exclusively on Channel 5, so don't miss it. Listen, Sam, we'll start with Sam Eggington, the Savage, still only 27 years old, 28 wins, 7 losses, 17 KOs. As we all know, last loss to Ted Cheeseman in Eddie Hearn's back garden back in August. And before that, fought back in November 2019 versus Daniel Bansky. Got him out of there in 2 rounds. How's things, Sam? You well?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good, man.
How was lockdown for you and all that? How did you manage to keep fit throughout all that?
You have your own stuff you can run. I have the garage, all the stuff in the garage and stuff like that. So, I can keep my training up with lockdown. No problem really. So yeah, it's all right for me. I quite enjoy it. So.
And how did you find things in Eddie Hearn's back garden back in August? Obviously, you got the loss to Cheeseman. A lot of people thought that was a very close fight, and you had a good argument to have won that. How was that experience behind closed doors?
Like behind closed doors, it's not much different really. I mean, the ring walk's a bit odd. You get me? They put the music on and or the the strobe lighting and that, and no one's there, so
yeah,
just walk into the ring sort of thing. But past that, when you get in the ring, it's a cliche, but it's you're having a fight, so it don't really matter who's there and how many people are watching. But yeah, it was all fun. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's an experience, and I guess. And listen, how's training been going for this fight? Obviously, fighting Ashley Friday night. Yeah, how's how you looking? How you feeling in the gym?
Yeah, it's going well. Like I say, it weren't long after the other fight that we got a phone call and we could fight. We could make this fight. So. We've stayed on it, and it's gone to plan. It's gone good.
Yeah, and listen, what do you know about Ashley? Sam, have you seen him fight? Have you sparred? Have you sparred? You guys sparred before or not? No. So what do you know about Ashley, Sam? What do you think he's going to bring to the fight Friday?
I go by what I'm told, pal. I never watch. Some people do, some people don't. I never watch opponents. It's just not. It's not for me. Everyone looks great on the internet. Do you know what I mean? So. I leave it to the coaches, and I go by what they say. I know by no means it's going to be an easy fight, but it's a fight that I'm definitely going to win, and I'm confident.
How'd you beat him, Sam?
I just got to do what I do. I'm always told, don't worry about what someone else is doing. Just go and do what you do, and it'll work on the night. Like I say, I go by the coach's plans. Round by round, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Do you think this is a must-win fight, Sam? If you think you think you've got to win this fight, and do you think you've got to make a statement?
I think so. I mean, I think I got to win it. I got to win it well. I got to win it comfortable. I think. But look, fight night, you never know what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. But I'm confident, pal. I am. I'm confident.
And have you thought beyond this fight? Have you thought about who you'd like to fight next, possible opponents in the future? You got any?
I never do, pal. I never do. I mean, like you say. I mean, look at the last fight. Really, I always believe I should be coming into this fight, with a bout in the world ranking. Me and Ashley should be fighting over that. But it is what it is. That's what you can't plan in this game. You have to get the job in front of you done before you think about anything else.
Yeah, listen, mate, you've had a great career so far. You're still only 27 years old. You've been British, Commonwealth, European, and you've won the IBF International Super Welterweight title. What do you want to go on to achieve in this sport, Sam? How far do you think you can get?
Like I say, it's hard to say, but of course, everyone wants to fight for a world title. Win it is obviously the main game, but I'd be very upset if I quit, not fighting for a world title.
Yeah. So that's the game. So really, you got to get through Friday night. You got to get through Ashley Friday night. And as you say, that you're not looking beyond him, are you?
No, it's not the game to look beyond people. Once you look beyond someone, you've already lost. I think. So you just gotta get your job done. You gotta get your job done.
Listen, Ashley, we'll come to you, mate. Ashley Theophane, 50 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, 17 KOs. Last fought back in May 2019 versus Kasim Umar. Got a unanimous decision over 10 rounds. The former British super lightweight champion. You've been professional 17 years, Ashley. You fought for a world title back in 2016, and after a brave performance, sadly halted in round 9 versus Adrian Broner. You've got a wealth of experience, mate. Do you think that's going to be the difference Friday night?
You never know. It might be that I've had too many fights that, is one step too far. But I've trained as hard as I could for this fight. I've done everything that I had to do. So I think it'll be a good fight. You know what I mean? Me and Sam are in 2 different points in our careers. Sam wants to go on to fight for the world, which I've done. So his kind of desire is not this. Me, I've told my coaches, I don't really care if I win or lose. I care how I perform.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't fought here in over 8 years. So for me, I'm going out there. I've watched Sam once, a few years ago when he stopped poorly. So I know how we fight. And everyone says that he comes to war and he's going to be on me. So I prepared for a war. And it's just if I can do it against Sam, you know what I mean? Because Sam, he's on it. He's on it. He believes he'll win. And but it's on the night. It doesn't matter how good your camp has been. Sometimes you have to produce it on the night. So for me and Sam, we're gonna go in there. He wants to win. I want to win. You know what I mean? It just depends how it goes, man. But I think it will be a great fight, and I'm pleased to be fighting Sam because he's done so much in such a short career. So I've only got respect for Sam, 100%.
Listen, what do you expect from Sam Friday night, Ashley? What do you think he's going to bring to the table?
I think he's going to come. I think from the first bell, I expect him just to be in my face, and we're kind of just going to go at it. So that's kind of how I see the fight. It's just me and him. Just going at it. So I think it'll be a good fight. I know he said he believes he could win by KO, whatever it is. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because you know what I mean. He's trained hard. I'm sure I've trained hard. So it's just all about just on the night, just 2 guys just going at it who want to win. So it's gonna be a very good fight.
Listen, Ashley, Sam just said there he reckons he wins it comfortable. Do you think it's going to be a comfortable night for him Friday?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm sure he'll have his spots, but some days I'm good and there's some days I'm bad. So for me, I've said it all depends on the night. So I can say now, boom, I'm going to do this and that, but I just think it's about on the night. And if I can get the KO, I'm going to get the KO. If I can't, I can't. So for me, in my mind, I'm going there to win. But, you just never, as Sam says, he believed he won his last fight. You never know what's going to go in the ring. So you can never trust these 3 guys on the side. So for me, it's just to go out there, fight as hard as I can fight. He's going to do the same. And the best man will win. And
what's your instinct, Ashley? When you get someone hurt, you try and get them out of there, do you? Or you?
100%. You know what I'm saying? If I can hurt Sam, then I'm gonna go in for the kill. You know what I mean? So that's 100%. So and by the sounds of the way that Sam fights, it's gonna be me and him just going at it. So it's gonna be a good fight. And I'm pleased to be fighting a man like him because it can only be a good fight.
Yeah. Listen, as I mentioned earlier, Ashley, you've got wealth of experience, 17 years professional, age 40 now. This has got a must-win fight for you, innit? You've got to win this fight. Do you see it that way?
No, because as Sam wants to go on to do more. I'm like, deuces, I'm out of here. So for me, this is I haven't fought here for 8 years. So that's why I've said to my team, I just want to fight good. I want to be proud of the performance I put on. If that gets me a win, great. If it don't, it's whatever. So me beating Sam doesn't add nothing to my career because I've already done what I'm going to do. So I would like to win, but if I don't win, life goes on 100%. So that's how my mind is now.
And what's the reason you've not fought in this country for so long, Ashley? Obviously, you've been on the road for many years. You were with Floyd Mayweather's promotional company for a while. What's the reason you've not fought in the UK? And are you looking forward to getting back on fighting in this country?
So I was with Floyd for 5 years, which was most of it was great. Then I came back and I actually left there to fight back home, but it was just hard to make a deal like with the promoters. So I thought it's either I go on a kind of fun like world tour or I retire. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go on the world tour and see if I can like get a fight by doing that. I went on the world tour, and then after I achieved my 50th win like last year, I was content to retire, but I still wanted to fight here. So hence, you know what I mean? Hence Sam is here now. So me and him gonna fight. So I want to win. It'll always be nice to win at the end, but at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit. I just want to go out on a good performance, because that's when you get remembered by the performance. So so that's why I say me and Sam, the mentality going into this fight is not the same, because Sam's still young. So Sam can go on to fight for the world belt and stuff. And beating me is a nice name to have. Me, I beat Sam, I'm like, bye. Like, so for me, it doesn't really matter how, like, if I win or not, because I want to retire, because I want to do stuff outside of the sport.
So what you're saying, Ashley, this is your last fight for sure? Is that you're going to retire after this fight?
This is my last fight here. You know what I mean? I want to fight abroad like one more time, but this is my last fight here. So I haven't fought here for 8.5 years. The sport's been doing so good in that time. I wanted to fight back here. And and as well for me, I'm older now, so the camps, they get harder, and it's hard to do like a camp at my age and that. So for me, that's why for me to fight Sam, who's young, still wants to do his stuff, it's a great way for me to go out. And if I win, it's even greater, because he has ambitions still to go on that he wants to do. So for me, I'm just looking for a great fight with Sam, and then what will be. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Listen, Ashley, who is your most notable opponent to date? Would you say who's
you could say Garcia or Adrian Broner. So I would say those kind of two are the most big names of my career. Is both for them. So like it's been I'm content with what I've achieved, because I've fought some big names. I've fought all over the world. I fought at the MGM like three times. So what I've done in my career, like coming from, I'm like Sam, who's had to do it the hard way. Mm-hmm. I respect Sam for everything he's achieved, because he's had, you know what I mean? I'm sure he's been robbed and all of that stuff. So I had to do it the same way, Sam. So that's why it's a great fight. Me and him, like, going in there, because we're gonna go at it, and you know what I mean. It is what it is.
Same question to you, Sam. Who do you think has been your most notable opponent to date, mate?
It's hard to say, really. I mean, notable, obviously Malignaggi, but you know, I think Frankie Gavin was a big fight. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it depends who's watching it, and I suppose it depends what boxing fans are watching the fight. But yeah, I think Malignaggi is probably the biggest name, and then it goes down for like Gavin, and then the total. Like, I mean, the European title. You know, I fought a Spanish kid, and no one didn't know him. So, you know, that sort of stuff. You know, people wouldn't know him. So yeah, I want to say Malignaggi. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, it's a big name, isn't he? And listen, mate, as Ashley says there, it'll be a huge scalp, wouldn't he? If you win on Friday, Ashley, as he said, he's got a wealth of experience. It'll be great for your CV to get him out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like I was saying to someone else, you know, like Ashley just said, we've done it. Not the same, but we've had hard times. You know, your man lost the British, went over to American, and carved his own path. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, when you put two people with that mentality in the ring, it can only be a good fight. And I think Friday night people are in for a treat.
Yeah. Do you think it's the right time to get Ashley? Sam, as he says there, he's near to retirement. Is he at the end of his career? Do you think this is the right time? I mean, boxing is all about timing, isn't it? Do you think this is the right time to get him?
It's not a bad time, obviously, but you know, I'm wanting to fight in Britain and do a good show. You never know what he can bring out. Like you say, some nights he turns up bad, sometimes he turns up good. But it's his first fight in Britain. He'll obviously want to put a show on. So it could be one or two ways, but it is what it is for me. I've trained. Whether Ashley was 28 or 40, I'm going to do a job, and that's it.
Yeah, Ashley, as we mentioned there earlier, Sam has already fought behind closed doors, Eddie Hearn's back garden. He's already experienced that going into the bubble. This is probably your first time without a crowd in it. Is that in the back of your mind? Do you think that will affect you performance-wise?
No, because in my mind, I'm going in there like it's going to be a hard sparring session. So that's how I've kind of done it. Like, we're going to be there. There's not going to be a lot of folks there. And as Sam said, from when you're in the ring and a man's throwing blows at you, you're going to fight. So the crowd don't really mean I'm Jack. So I think from when the bell goes, me and Sam will just do what we do. But as he said, the ring walk is a bit weird, whatever. So it'll be interesting because I haven't done it yet. But I'm sure from when we're in the ring, you just got to fight, innit? So you just got to fight, innit? He's throwing blows, I've got to throw blows. So
that's what we're here for. And listen, what about ring rust, Ashley? You've not fought for a year and a half. It's May 2019. Is that a concern? Is that something that you're worried about?
Nah, because for me it was I feel like I've had a rest. So for me, I feel like I had a rest because my last fight in October was a hard fight. So for me, I feel like I needed the rest. So like I'm sure when we go in there, it's just gonna, we're just gonna go at it. So I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. And what's your feeling, Sam, about Friday? Do you think this could possibly be one of your toughest fights to date? Are you expecting a tough fight Friday?
I don't feel like it's gonna be a hard, grueling fight. I think it's gonna be mentally. He's going to be clever, and he's going to be, like you say, he's been doing this for 17 years. He's going to be clever, so it's going to be tough in the sense, to work him out and so on. But we have to wait and see. Like you said, when someone's throwing blows, you got to throw blows back. So, and I come to throw blows, so he's going to be throwing back, and it's going to be a good fight. I mean, what's just been said, is true. He's coming back to Britain after 8 years. He wants to put on a show. I need to put, a good performance in. So, it goes off that, and it can only be a good fight.
Yeah, same question to you, Ashley. What are you expecting a tough fight Friday? Do you think Sam's going to be bringing it?
Yeah, I've trained for a hard fight. I've done everything I could have done in camp. So I think it's gonna be a great fight, and it's going to be a great fight for both of us. So I think he's going to bring it. I think he will shine, and I hope I'll shine too. So I think it will be a very good fight.
Nice. And Ashley, have you got a message for Sam before the fight Friday? You're now face to face. You got anything you want to say to him? Get in the ring Friday night.
You know what? I'm kind of chilling it. Like I know I've heard the way he fights, so it isn't no beef with me. I'm glad that we're going to get it on. He's done a lot. And may the best man win. It is what it is.
Cool. And same to you, Sam. You got Ashley sitting there face to face over Zoom. You got anything you want to say to him?
I was trying to think of something cold and something, but I ain't got it. I ain't, pal. It's a job, and it's a job. It's hard enough as it is without people giving each other grief. We're gonna make weight. We're gonna get the job done. And that's just that simple.
Workman-like, focused. You both look focused, and you're feeling good about the fight. So, listen, I'm really looking forward to it. Have you guys met before? Have you been in a room together? Have you
I've
been
never met Sam.
No.
I've never met Sam.
When would you guys get together head to head for the first time? That'll be this week, will it?
Yeah. Well, I think we're in on Wednesday.
Might
be Wednesday.
So you go this week. When do you go into the bubble this week? We're recording this Sunday. When do you guys go into the bubble?
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday day. So Wednesday morning or something like that.
Nice. And Sam, you got any message for the fans tuning in? Obviously, you got loads of fans out there. So what can they expect?
Just tune in and enjoy. It's going to be a good fight. Like you say, free to air. The people on the undercard are all quality operators as well. So Yeah, tune in, man. It'll be a good night.
Brilliant. And you, Ashley, have you got any message for all those supporters? You've had a lot of fans over the years, and they'll be excited to see you back on this British soil once again.
Yeah, to everyone, it's going to be a great fight between me and Sam. And yeah, just tune in.
Excellent. All right, I wish you both best of luck Friday night, guys. Friday night, 11th December, over 12 rounds, super welterweight fight. As you said, Sam, free to view exclusively on Channel 5. Presented by Mick Hennessy for Hennessy Sports in association with Ladbrokes, Infinitum, Newman and Everlast. It's being staged behind closed doors at the fly-by-night purpose-built TV production facility in Redditch. Tune in, don't miss this fight. There's going to be fireworks. Friday night, Channel 5. Get on it.